So in the next few videos, I'm going to actually go over a few basic settings that you probably want to get set up before you really start using Link Wizard. So the first thing that I really recommend you setting up is a custom domain. So a custom domain will essentially allow your short link that shows up on a Link Wizard domain to be behind your very own domain. So that's really easy to set up. I recommend that you use Cloudflare. It's really easy to run all your domains through Cloudflare. They have free plans where it doesn't cost you anything. Most of my sites are on free plans, and they can really help you speed up things and you know, prevent against security attacks. And they provide a whole layer of help. But so you don't have to use them if you don't want, regardless of where you have the DNS for your domain. It's going to be relatively the same way. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to pick a domain here. One of these domains. I'm going to pick this botlink.co domain. And what I want to do is I want to add a custom domain in Link Wizard. So I need to think of what the domain is going to be. So I'm going to look here at my DNS and I'm going to see what domain names that I have already. And I'm going to come in here and put one called training. All right. It's going to be training@botlink.co. So I'm going to put that in here, training.botlink.co. And what you're going to want to do after you put in this, you can see where it says point your CNAME to lnkw.co. So all you're going to do in your DNS settings is you're going to add a record. That's the CNAME. If you're using GoDaddy or Namespace or anybody else for your DNS, you would literally just go into your DNS settings and you would add a new record. You're going to add a CNAME record and you're going to point that to lnkw.co. And I'm going to give this training. All right, so that's training. And I'm going to go ahead and add that record. Now this is pointing my DNS of this particular short link to the Link Wizard platform. So I'm just going to come in here and put that link. All right. So now the other things that you can do, if you want to put a redirect for your root domain, meaning if somebody comes to this domain right here and they're not coming to a short link, they're just coming to the root domain, you can route all that traffic to a particular place if you want. So you can put any place that you want. And if you want to have a custom 404 link, so if somebody comes to your custom domain to a short link that doesn't exist, some short link that actually hasn't been created, so there is no link there, they're just randomly putting in stuff, and you want to send them to a custom 404 page, you can put them at a custom 404 page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Link Wizard's domain for my root domain. And for a 404 page, I'm going to put in, see if there's a 404 page here. There's not. So I'm also going to put in, I'll put in a different software here just so you can see what happens. I'm going to put Sticky Reviews domain for no reason other than just to show you what happens whenever you do this. I'm going to add this domain now. Just click on that add button. And you notice it said that I had an invalid domain. And the reason it said that I had an invalid domain is I didn't give a protocol. So I didn't include HTTP or HTTPS. So I need to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so now you can see that I've actually added the protocol like I needed. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Custom Domain. And now my domain has been successfully added. So now I want you to see that now whenever you create a short link, we can create a short link to, let's say, the new design for the Text in Bulk software. And then if you want, now you can actually select that custom domain and you can create a link, add that custom domain. And we're going to get over this in a, we're going to get over this and another training video in the future. And you'll see that now your link will actually show up at that custom domain. If you go to that custom domain, you'll see that your redirect will happen. We're redirecting now to text in bulk. And then you'll also see that if anybody goes to the root domain, they're going to redirect to Link Wizard. And if anybody goes to some just random URL that doesn't exist, they'll redirect to Sticky Reviews. All right. So now you know how to set up a custom domain. I really recommend that you go in and get a custom domain set up and you use your own custom domain.